Hey everyone, it's the Snowman with TooLoudTooOldMusic.com. Welcome back to Retro Rock Reviews. And this week we're gonna keep it in the 80s. Now, back in the 80s, I liked hard rock music. I was not a big metal fan. So for me, it was Def Leppard and Kiss and Quiet Riot. I love Billy Idol. I like Genesis. I like that type of stuff. But thrash was coming out, and there were bands like Metallica, and they never really crossed my path. For me, I thought they're probably too hard, too heavy, not something I'm going to get into. I didn't really listen to Metallica until probably like a lot of people was the Black Album with Enter Sandman, which I think is a great song. Um, so I thought I'd tackle the 1983 album, their debut, Kill 'Em All. So I've got it on CD. It's a little gatefold, back cover, and then the CD is real simple, shiny, silver, all that. And it does come with a booklet. It's got the band members back here, and then it's got all the lyrics and writing credits and that type of stuff. No pictures or anything inside. So just a standard little digipack case. So that's that. I do not have it on vinyl, just on CD. So we're reviewing that. So there's so much people have said about this. I'm not going to go into detail about stories or anything on the album. I'm just going to talk about the songs and what I think about them. And the opening track, it opens in grand style. There's this barrage of drum hits, some great guitar riffs, and it's just like wham in your face. And it's Hit the Lights is the first track. That's exactly what I expected to hear. It's an assault on the senses, but in a good way. I can't get over how young James Hetfield sounds. Uh, and then Kirk Hammett, man, he totally shreds. Uh, just incredible guitar work on here. Lars is pounding on the drums, and just so much energy. And you can just hear Cliff Burton's bass just driving force behind the song. It's a really great song, full of angst and energy, and it's kind of the way I like it. So I really, starting off this album, it's really, really great. Then we get to this epic song called The Four Horsemen. It's over 7 minutes long. It's another really pounding song, but the song itself takes you like on a journey through the apocalypse kind of thing. And it's not a full-on speed metal, thankfully, for that long a time. There's just some cool riffs throughout. It just really shows their playing chops and how they can change things up a little bit, and they're not one-dimensional at all. So, Four Horsemen, great. I see why people really like this song. So, a fantastic start to the album. Then we get to Motor Breath. And that brings back, man, it's a pure speed. It's almost kind of punk-like feel to it. And it's a normal kind of chorus, verse, chorus, kind of normal type song. It's short, but it takes no prisoners. It's just bang, bang, bang. Some more great soloing, more heavy drums. I don't know if I like it as much as Hit the Lights, but it's really a great, great track. Then we get to a song called Jump the Fire. I believe this one was a single, I believe. Because it's the most radio friendly song on there. Simple, seems simple, really catchy. Guitar solo is really good. However, at times I found it a little boring. I didn't really get into it that much. Then we get an instrumental. It's the bass solo, Anesthesia Pulling Teeth. Hope I said that right. The first half of the song is just a bass solo from Cliff Burton. You know, I'm not a big fan of solos, bass solos and stuff. I picture Gene Simmons, and those are really kind of boring. And I kind of put the first half of that song into that category. But the back half of the song gets better when it's the full band just jamming and stuff. That I liked. I just didn't care for the very beginning part of it. Nothing against Cliff, just not a big fan of the bass solo. But all's well, because the next song just, man, just in your face, whiplash. This is kind of really what I like. Just thrash, speed, energy. Um, I don't know, just great, great track. Of course, Lars continues to pound, but it's the guitars, man. They just rip your face right off. A full band joins in. It's just all hell's breaking loose. Just a cool song. Simple chorus, just whiplash and type of thing. Love that song. So one of my favorites on the album. Then we get to Phantom Lord. It's a more destructive drumming from Lars. And damn, he can be loud for sure. Great opening guitar riff. Um, I like the break where they slow it down a little bit and then they ram it down your throat again towards the end. So it's a nice change of pace, gives me a little variety on the songs. So another good song. Let's see. Now we're No Remorse. This one just some relentless guitar speed on it. There's a driving rhythm behind it with James and Cliff on it. It's a little all over the place at times, um, but in a lot of constant like changing, and that can be good, but sometimes it can be a little too much. Not a fan of Hetfield's vocals on this one so much. Not that he's, it's not terrible. It's just some of the other songs are better, him sounding better. Um, it does have some interesting tempo changes, but I don't know. I'm a little lukewarm on that one. Then we get to probably the only song on the album I kind of knew before I heard the album, and that was Seek and Destroy. Um, the opening riff on this one again, it's just awesome. Cliff's bass just pops in. He's got some great moments throughout this song. Even I like James' vocals on this. They're really good for this one. That bridge and the chorus are great, very memorable, catchy a little bit. It just really packs a punch. And then, of course, the guitar solo seals the deal for me. Hammett just really just nails it. It's a killer track. One of my favorites on the album. Then the final track is a song called Metal Militia. This is kind of what I expected the album to be. It is just the heaviest damn song on here. It's almost abusive to the power that's on it. And a little times James's vocals are a little shrill, a little grating for me. I do like heavy, but this one might be a little bit over the top for me. I don't think I could have taken a whole album of this song. All right. So that's the song. So overall, there's probably really four great songs. I would say Hit the Lights, Four Horsemen, Whiplash, Seek and Destroy. A couple good ones, Phantom Lord and Motor Breath. Um, and then, the rest are just kind of so-so, and I'm not a big fan of Metal Militia. But overall, I still think it's a really good album. I might not like it as a lot of people. Heck, Apple puts it as an essential Metallica album. For me, it's just this isn't the type of music I listen to a lot, uh, but I think it's a good album. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. So to me, that's a good album. So I'm sure everybody's going to disagree. So go ahead, leave your comments and everything. That's perfectly fine. It's just my opinion on this one, since it's not really something. This is outside my comfort zone. So anyway, hope you liked it. Please click like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you next week on Retro Rock Reviews.